I love that. I love that very diplomatic answer coming out of TGov there, podcast. A player who has been on VP is going to win.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
What did you expect?
Prepare for battle.
Ooh. That's true. What? Does he include Prodigy in that then? Well, actually, no, because Epi was on VP and then he was off VP. Back on VP, right? There you go. I'm covering my breath. He's still right. 404 seem to have this different approach. Like, they're always fixated on what their supports will do later on in the game, right? It's not about these labels.
I sense.
Oh my god! Wow! Wow? I mean, it's smart for me. It's like, it sounds kind of weird because I'd say for like the last several months, it's felt like you win lane, you win game, right? Like, I feel we have started to shift away from it, but just a few months ago, like, lanes seem to be all that mattered, right? You win your lanes, game is yours. It's very hard to like throw the lead. Yeah, because
the battle begins.
First blood. First blood, by an arbitrary definition.
I like that point you made, where it's kind of anti-drop. It's kind of like when someone's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's just every time you do something, it's like, I've activated my trap card. There's another trap card. There's another trap card. Like, it is all based on something VP does that 404 wants to respond to. It feels kind of smart when you have a spec in the draft as well, right? Because that means you can always just play for this later and later and later time in the game.
I sense distortions in the void.
Yeah, no.
What did you expect?
Yeah, and this mid lane could get volatile with one misstep. In fact, GPK almost got his hands on Sumail when he was close to the tower. But luckily, the Decrepify kind of counters out GPK's ability to shockwave into a skewer backup. I think he's identified that, and that's why GPK, he's decided, just gonna go for shockwave and power early, skewer. It's nice if you can do it, but Pugna, one of the hardest heroes to actually catch off. Like. Maximize. That being said, VP, as they go on, their damage is going to be very heavy into that right click. And you did mention that, well, VP on at, a weakness in the late game, it would be fair to say that Solo's role in this game is going to become very lethal as you approach those later times, player points. Just about going to get away.
Denied.
And we do see no one's gone for that urn. It seems to be more or less the standard now for these offlane boys. Even if you aren't killing early, the stats are free.
What did you expect?
Ilias here. I don't think that's damage for one poison though.
What did you expect?
Maybe they got in front of him. Pesky Enchantress is a little fast. So far, I'm kind of questioning how maybe VP can ever have any kill threat on this lane. They always have a means of dodging out a lot of this Juggernaut's damage. That's fair as well, because you mentioned that, and we were just talking about the fact that Protocol is all about reaction, right? Usually when your spec doesn't farm well, the recovery is, oh, we have heroes that can just find a cheeky kill with the specters here and there, but they don't necessarily have that in huge bulk. Sure.
Radiant are scanning.
I'll take that.
No, I guess the concern is that you got this Pugna. You want to try and chip down these towers quickly because of that aforementioned Magnus and how the juggle recovers. So in some ways, the pressure's kind of on Sumail to be able to find those successful rotations and open up that jungle. Save's not too bent up about being stuck here, because of course if there's one hero and they draft one support in the game would love to get the ability levels quickly, it's going to be no real egg here on the side of Oracle.
Is under attack.
Not pressure on the Zayats here as well. They won't be able to find him. RP on the other side. They've got him. Sumail P burn up here. Life drain. He's going to stay alive. They don't have any means of interrupting this right now. Reinforcements are coming. Sumail's going to live. Yeah, he needs to be careful about the way they re-engage. They'll get the Zayats kill. Sumail just choose the life drain up to make sure GPK cannot try and aggress him. He's able to walk away. It's that moment where he's just like counting the stuns. He's like, wait, you've used everything. Let me just press one button. It's not a big cooldown anyway. If you interrupt it in the next few seconds, I'll have it again. Meteor hammer. I think the meme hammer is someone we see, you instantly pick it up or you don't bother. You know, we talked about how nice it is for stats. The synergy with spells is a little bit loose. Back and forth rule in the mid lane. Sumail just slowly trying to chip away at this tower. There's going to be a dive through. Make sure that they definitely move away. RP's going to be available in the 30, so Sumail just trying to make the most of the freedom he has to chip away at the tower. Kills. No one's rotated. They're just letting the Jug free farm now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wants the pop book. No one's got double Astral Step. Dodge out to Simulate. No, he gets stunned on the high ground. RP's a whiff though. They thought they'd outbrained him there. Two big ultimates in the end. No one finds the one way out of it.
Just fine.
Madness, Ravage, and RP. It's definitely a big commitment for the game. You know, 4-4 with those on cooldown. Maybe they shall try and make a move somewhere because you've got the Horn to play off of. You've got your Void Spirit up at level 6. There might be some punch. Just a matter of where. The thing I was going to say is, like, none of these cores that VP have are easy to pick off a 4-4, right? Like, it feels like if 4-4 ever want to get kills in this early game, it's
Radiant's
probably
bottom tower is under attack.
They might well do more than cancel it. They've got the skewer. They'll drag him up under the tower. Life drain will begin. Has he got enough? It's going to be close, but no cigar. The max down power gives GPK the big win. Yeah, that's when Ice Frog steps in. The game pauses. He just appears out of a magical light in the sky, and then bottom of this. So you're slightly.
A bauble from the void.
Heard of me?
A bounty which makes you have the prize.
Dire's top
And
tower
it's usually
is
one or
under
two items
attack.
that the carries get early on. On the other side, we're seeing the other item. Epic Kid's going for the Mask of Madness. And not often to think Battle Fury is the way in this game because it's got that mag and instead it goes straight to the
Tower
Master.
is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower
But they
is
could
under
dive.
attack.
Ooh,
Dire's top
oh,
tower is
oh
under
no,
attack.
they see him. He's got the TP out though, and they realize it's not worth it. They don't want to use an RP.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It's like they look at it, they do the math, they go, well, I mean, if I was the RP or Ravage or Freak, it would worth more at this stage. Get out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He doesn't need to rely on the mag at all times, so the mag is free to kind of go about and make play. That's always the flip side when you have the core mag, is like, are your farming patterns overlapping? If you want it, you'll come to me. Every kid does get that. Yeah, to run his way through the jungle. I wonder if they'll just linger around mid, maybe look for an opportunity to power take. He has the range now. He's got the Aether Lens and the Keen Optic. If he can't hit the towers occasionally at that point, I'm not sure when he can. Life Drain. Whoa. Ooh, not enough. Even with the extra range.
I sense distortions.
They will at least get the tower.
Middle tower
And I'll poke and pro the GPK. Every time the skew's on cooldown, it's going to be very hard to make an aggressive play. No one takes that opportunity. Yokes a kill quickly. Sumail moves in a little bit deep. Obby slash bouncing around. Does move across to Sumail, trying to move with the Infis rune. They will protect the disruption and a TP out from Epikid. Sumail is going to live. Needs to be careful though. Gush to slow him down. They could just let the Ravage up and they will. Stun him up. X going to be there as well. Horn in, but the RP is going to come through onto no one. Run him down. They'll also lose the wipe, and everybody is just dying on the side of 4-4. They'll lose Science, Ramses. It's a team wipe. VP. I only needed 3 to do it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He left.
Radiant's
He doesn't get
structures
credit.
are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And that all comes off the back of what we see happen so often these days, where a team baits themselves in with an Enchantress. And it wasn't that she's level 6 and it just takes ages to kill. It's that 404, they prove they have so much reach, but when you're in, I mean, that just makes it very easy for VP to initiate without any mobility.
This will do just fine. To our advantage.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Just do get him in the end. This is just life now. Somebody else says, protect me, and anyone who comes here, I'll just press one button on the wall. But yeah, I'm not really going to be deterred. So I'm not sure how much chip damage you get away on this kid. Sumail? Ooh, he's going to live.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I don't think that was part of the plan. He wasn't expecting tower aggro for that. Yeah, I feel like Sumail is a genius. He just had ball. He knew he was trying to bait them in, but no, I think that was another instance of tower aggro being a little bit. I've seen a lot of those these days. Ramsey's going to just TP away, able to do so.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No. Right now, he's like, Solo, please! But Solo's busy getting his own gold, going towards that Blink Dagger. Get a decent amount of gold as well, even Ramsey, of course, is going to be going towards that Radiance build. We've been seeing it kind of make a little bit of a resurgence now. Realizing play for those later timings.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Distortions in the void.
Well, we're seeing how they can kind of manipulate VP so far, right? Like, they're limited on their stuns, and their stuns are very impactful, but they're very costly in terms. I'm going to find a cheap pick on his eyes. Corruption will find 2 more seconds before he falls. Definitely gone. That is the early warning alarm, though. For a full retreat from around the mid area. Still in this top lane. Desperately trying to get this town. Look at these TPs. Sumail, TP out. Just in time, GPK looks to the wrong place. Whew. Carry sense, or mid senses rather, were tingling. He knew something was definitely
is under attack.
And it's going to be a Dagon build on this Pugna now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So definitely a big one is just snipe Elias out before you kill him a cape react as well, because that's what he's going for as his first time choice. Almost full inches doing nowadays. He'll calm down, but like you said, VP, they don't have to be afraid of this kind of calm farm situation. They do just have the empower. They have got their jug at the top of the network chart. There is Ramsey's starting to fall a little bit behind.
Your anger is useless here.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Hence those blink daggers we talked about. The solo is going to be the most crucial one. Like I said, there's no Omni Knight, but Cold Embrace
Dire's
on an individual target will have the same effect. So if you catch Jug just Omni Slashing one individual, completely nullify his ult.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's he shields his jug from taking serious damage by taking his stuff.
Dire's
And then he realizes that what we were talking about, that they don't have these cheap stuns that have to be high value. Going for the Blink Dagger next Dias. Go out in the same place again. Let's at least get the D-Ward. Then, yeah, Tumel just doing the pesky Pugna approach, where you know someone is going to have to come back and defend against you, poking him tier 3.
Radiant are scanning.
We have no Astral Step. Wouldn't simulate, but kid's waiting. Finn's gonna be there. He's fine enough time to have the Astral Step to get away, though. Reinforcement. You make 3,800 down payment for 1 gold, and that's how you get completed. How would no, that's got me. Imagine if he had some sort of loan mechanic. Loan mechanic. You can loan another person gold, but they have to pay you back X interest. Sounds pretty stupid, like the gambler hero, right? And then he does it, and you just like a normal loan shark breaking legs. All of a sudden, expect him to move around the map at 2 movement speed. Probably not a good example of Spectre levitate, so I don't think she needs the leg. But I think that sounds too close to Gambler that I've been told about. Was it Gambler is the name of the hero? Where he just gets gold and... gold. But like, I feel as if we get loans, then we're gonna invite Gambler back in. What I heard, it was not a fun hero to play against. Yeah, they've got some things to play off of if they can find pickoffs right now, because like you said, the raids is online. No one getting close to that Ags, but they do now have the Blink Dagger on solo. They have a quick way in. Now, of course, had that Blink Dagger for a while. It's making it hard for people. Oh.
Dire are scanning.
Life file.
Dire's courier
TP needs to be TP right now. A little bit too close for comfort there. They were rotating towards him when TP's on cooldown for 20, and that's a lot of time wasted by VP. It fails so like I said, yeah, you're right in that kind of magical damage scale. I guess that the problem there is Spec doesn't really shift towards a true physical damage dealer until like what, 3-4 items in. You're mostly about this magical now with the radiance. Definitely not getting it from the other cores. Maybe after the Axe, no one says, "Oh, I'll get an Axe. I'll get a Deso rather. We need some extra damage," but not really the build that we usually see.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oof. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like you see them initiate your teammate, you decrepify them, then you right-click them because you've saved your teammate, so they can't be right-clicked anyway. You building a
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
quite fast actually for this point in the game for the lineup. I don't think VP are expecting this at all, because this is not what you call a traditional Roshing lineup.
Tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Now Ramsey's can dish out a lot of damage before he dies. Now having an Aegis in his possession. Getting close to that Manta. All of a sudden, VP might be a little bit reluctant to try for these quick pick-offs with smoke gang.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's all about jump on that backline, right? There's so many heroes that tank up the Spectre further. Whether you're talking about a disruption crit, there's illusion, corrosion, dispersion, you know, the obvious ones, the cold embrace, the spec, the wyvern spec, and then even Sumail with the life drain. Like the effective HP on Ramses in this game cannot be underrated. You can't really fight him correctly. Ready to zap anyone's ass. They're not looking.
We'll turn this time.
That's the other good thing they got from him as well. There's not really an easy way of locking down no one because you don't have any true instant stun. You can maybe dodge out or interrupt your RP or your Ravage attempt. So he's scouting forward always. Ravage, jump in. They've seen opportunities. That's going to be brought down. Horn is used. Cut to the back line. They force out the egg. Skewer across, though. And RP dodged out, so GPK does hold on to it. On the other side of the fire, though, MP Kid is being kited here. They will fall up and move forward as they do see Solo, who's already used to Witness Curse. He's just out of range of the burn. He has got the cold embrace as well. But it looks like they will be able to pick off the support duo of 404. Looks like that's all they're going to get. They do still have the RP to play around, mind you, but it was a big commitment of the Ravage and the egg for what are not long death times for them. Messing with them, GPK being whittled away out. They want to try and force the BKB out, but it's just too much sustain. That's what you kept mentioning. Tidehunter's build ensures that anytime they commit something big, it's going to be for something done. No one's still doing
Dire's structures are fortified.
Layers upon layers. The Ramses is making the best of the situation because, okay, if they're all going to screw around the mid lane, I'll get a tower at the bot. No haunt for 60 means they can't try and make a good aggressive play.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
I guess that's the big concern as well. It's like VP's cooldowns don't really feel that detrimental when you think of how much 404 are relying on the haunt to do anything. Loading away. Moving in with every kid. No one cuts the back line. RP's going to come out though. It does connect. Void Spirit. Bit of trouble. Being dragged back. Able to move away. Ramses is going to go over the Aegis though. No one stances them up. Moves away with the Astral Step. They need to help out their spec. Playbell gets activated. Jump in with the egg being thrown down. They'll try and right click through it quickly. Witness Curse will buy enough time. They'll get rid of the egg. With that one being scrambled, they'll look to back up a little. Force GPK up to the high ground and zone them away so they can take the tier 2 tower.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They do have the horn, but no Witness Curse can make you a little bit reluctant. You don't have that big fat stop what you're doing and hit each other. Horn, there it is. Cuts the back line on the Elias down to half HP already, but the Glimmer Cape protects him. No one has no Astral Step. Has to wait 2 seconds. Ramses hit up. Cold Embrace will protect him. Ravage chases through, but he's in the tree line. Skewer across is good. Ramses falls and no one. Chased on 2 next. They decide to stop for Zayas. It's an easier kill, but they know that no one has committed all of his resources. He's got to dissimulate, but no Astral Step for 10 seconds. They have no way of stopping a TP out, so he will at least get away, but the price is high for 404.
I'll take that.
No, it's more or less when they go in, they're sitting there going, okay, how will we make them kill themselves with this bug? That's what it kind of feels like.
Generation!
There is some uncontrolled damage. but not enough health to make the Spectre truly formidable. I love the way he parked himself in that previous fight, right? The aggressive blink forward. It's like, well, I don't have a Ravage. I'm not that scary, but guess what? None of you squishy heroes can run past me. That's going to hurt you too much. Damn effective. It seems like whenever the Decrepify comes out, they just switch targets. They seem to be quick enough. The way 404 kind of getting caught, and these Ravages and these RPs is usually at least 2 fine.
This will do just fine.
Find someone. Top lane. Mel's going to back up ahead of time. No one's going to linger around. He's the only one who can try and just shove these waves out. It's going to be that way for a while until that Abyssal you mentioned comes out, because nobody else is building any sort of instant. At one point, Safe was considering, I believe, a Sheep Stick, but he switched it up for a much cheaper Glimmer Cape option. Way off.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
A bounty which my matriarch will prize.
Yeah, and also that aforementioned Glimmer Cape he's doing. Like Ilias already has his, he's going to have double Glimmer. And as you mentioned earlier, 404. Still magical. Such an easy game to counter the damage from your opponent. They're trying to punish him here, and they will. RP's going to be there. He gets the first hit bash to ensure that's the case. And that's no one gone for 60.
What did you expect? What did you expect?
Pesky split potion from 404. As no one else on their team can really safely shove out these lanes. We saw how risky and close it's been for Ram.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's and he's building towards the Silver Age next, so they'll have the means to counter out Ramses as hard as he's trying to counter out them right now, and the sustain that VP have. Question is, no one's up.
Scanning.
Don't think he's likely to buy on this death though, considering the set of game you're at right now. He has the Enchant Quiver, so you're upping your damage again, but it's another type of magical damage. There's got to be some sort of pivot point that one of these heroes can make, and I'm worried at this rate we're going to be looking at late game Winter Wyvern right split before it falls 50 damage. Yeah, you need 30 at this. He did buy out on it as well, so this goes awry. He's dead for a very long time. Both teams will just... Ramsey. Gold. And when you see different quarries like this, you kind of imagine, like, what would their baby look like? You've got a kitten, and it would have been the two in the pits with Shadow Demon and got like the key. But then I don't even know what Shadow Demon is. Something like that. I think so. And it looks like Visage and Nature's Prophet had a birthday. The problem is, for some reason for me, it's completely green. Yeah, he's got a pretty part. Both teams are very reluctant around this road. Like any slip up either side could just lead the opponent straight into your base. Look at this, yeah. I don't know if this is a fast enough kill. I don't think you want this. Yeah, they're coming.
Yes. This will turn my
Tide to our advantage.
Poppy, straight away they catch Void Spirit. X gonna go down as well. They commit everything but the kitchen sink to ensure no one's gone. And they saw the Dessa, which means they know he had no buyback at all. That should be roach for them now. Hunt for more. If you get a lot of value out of this Axe, Ravage is going to be there, connected on multiple heroes. They find Soul on the back line. He's gone to the Swift Slash. On the side, Shadow Demon's going to go down as well. And Ramsey's running for the high hill. He's short of a team to hold it with. He'll just TP away. And Roche is most definitely in the hands of VP. Ooh, GPK. Almost got the chance at a first hit back. Ramsey barely gets away.
We'll turn this side to our advantage.
Okay, send it there. We're full 0-4, like, nope, that's all we wanted. This draft has reached its limits. We'll go game 3, but we'll do it in style. I think they're gonna make VP get a few more kills. But... We'll preview the damage that can be done to a Jug with 3k HP by a Pugna as he loses half of his HP.
Bounty.
But the problem with that is you have the only way that works is if DM isn't nearby. DM as he approaches this base is always going to be nearby. In fact, he's in pretty deep here. Force them out. The ultimate's on cooldown, so maybe you can find something here. Get perched up. Trying to do what he can. Skewer back. They find Solo. Winner's Curse going to come out. Ramsey tries to sidestep, move away from this. Bird being chased onto. Save does have the egg in 10 seconds. Now they'll turn, move forward. Honestly, Sumail's got the decrep for himself, but Science has no protection, and the ugly slash runs on so long that they will kill or force the buyback out of Sumail. Buyback comes out from save. RP! GPK on point. Finds the big targets. They run down and kill off Solo and no one. And Ramsey's, he might have a lot of health, but they have a lot of damage. They'll run him down as well, straight outside the base of 404. And GPK, he'll hunt for more. He'll find Sumail. He'll get the bash, short of a rampage, but goddamn does he feel like he just earned one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
No way to stop him. No way to curse for 20. The damage is too high here. Even if you kill one member of VP, it's not going to be enough. They throw down the egg. They get a bash and an abyssal on top of Zaya to force them to type that GG. Tell us we are going to a game 3.
Barracks are under attack. Dire victory.